Hey, I'm Angie Crocker. I am a Magnabilities consultant, Maggie's sister, and one of 9 ambassadors. So, life is funny. It throws us some curveballs sometimes that we do not see coming. So that is what I would like to tell you about. My story is I am a single mom. I've been a single mom for quite a while, and I have 2 amazing girls that are 18 and 21. Even though they're the ages that they are, they still need my help, and I would love to be able to help them a little bit more. One of them is in college, and one of them is going to be getting married, so those are some pretty big ticket items. How I got to be a Maggie sister, funny story. I was introduced to Magnabilities a couple of years ago. In fact, it was by a family friend, and I loved Magnabilities. I loved the jewelry, I loved the concept, I loved everything about it. I always meant to buy something, and I'm not really sure why I never did. It just fell off my radar at that point in time. Funny thing about time. A lot of life is about planting seeds and growing and the fruit from the growth. So I guess it just wasn't my time at that point. So fast forward 2 years later, which was this past summer of 2018, I was sitting on my couch and the thought of my friend's website came to mind, and I just jumped up and I went to go look at her Magnabilities website. Of course, I fell in love with everything, and the prices were so good. I already knew how the concept worked, which was there was pendants, bracelets that the inserts just easily came out, and you could switch them up and make your whole look completely different with a simple swap out of an insert. Well, of course, $5 and $10, I can do that, right? Well, I just kept clicking and clicking and clicking, and before long, the prices are fantastic, but I had a pretty big cart. So we're talking a couple $100 because a lot of good sales, right? Well, it added up to be quite a bit, and I really didn't want to take anything out of my shopping cart. So the next logical thought was, I wonder if I signed up, if there's a discount for this really expensive cart that I now have. But what does that mean? What does that entail? I'm not a salesperson. Nothing about me is salesy in the least little bit, and I have never, ever, ever had a desire to do direct sales. But funny thing about that is my love for the jewelry and my curiousness on how to get that jewelry was way bigger than any thought or fear that I had of concern about being salesy. So I reached out to my friend that I had been introduced to Magnabilities 2 years prior, and we planned for a conversation, and in the meantime, I dove into all I could find about Magnabilities. And the more I found, the more I liked. So my friend and I visited, and she told me all about the company. And the more I heard, the more I liked. You see, I could identify with something. When I learned that Magnabilities was created out of a place of a very human stance, tough times fell upon our co-owners, and through some creative genius and some business sense and the camaraderie that our 3 co-owners developed, Magnabilities was born. It was born out of necessity. It was born from a time that our co-owners were facing some huge life-altering situations. Well, I've been in some life-altering situations. That's just the way life is, right? So that really, really resonated with me, that something wonderful came of something difficult. So that struck a chord with me because that was real. I could get behind something I believed in. Plus, I loved the jewelry. I loved everything about it. There literally is something for everyone. We've got bling, we've got sports, we've got color, we've got stripes, we've got, hey, you can make your own insert for that matter, right? It all works together. It's super, super, super beautiful. When you hold it in your hands, you can feel the quality. So you know that your dollars are well spent and your dollars are stretched really far. So I had been thinking about something that I had also been very passionate about, which was lifting up the lives of other people. I watched my two daughters go through their high school careers and got to know their friends, and these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful girls weren't very nice to themselves. They were amazing to each other, but they didn't really accept their full person, their full potential. Maybe they didn't know that they had it. Maybe they lost their power. Maybe they didn't know all that they could accomplish. And it broke my heart, and it really took my breath that these amazing, amazing kids didn't know how wonderful they were. Well, I thought it was a teenage girl thing until I met a lot of their moms. That's when I realized, hey, we've got an epidemic. We've got a situation here, and I got to do something about it. These moms were just as beautiful, but for some reason, maybe they never knew that they had power. Maybe they never knew they had purpose, or their life situations, they allowed their power to be taken. I don't know. For whatever it is, I really felt a burning in my heart to do something about this, to lift up and empower other people's lives and to make a difference. I didn't know if that meant in my small little circle of family and friends or if that meant on a bigger scale. I didn't know, but I knew something had to be done. So I crossed that with my love for the jewelry, and I thought about what an awesome opportunity this could be to, start a business? What? I never thought I would do anything like this, but I thought about it on a bigger scale. I thought about this is a great, great platform to make a difference, to stand up and have a voice, to share. Other women and other individuals could have a voice too, and that their lives matter, that they have purpose and they are valued. Magnabilities really made me think, with this opportunity of becoming a Magnabilities consultant, that maybe I could merge all of those things into one. So I also thought about, well, what does it cost? Because I'm a single mom, my budget is like nothing. But everything's accounted for, So $50, that's all it costs, and I get a lot of jewelry for that price tag? What? Of course, sign me up. Done. In all seriousness, $50, that's all it costs to start a business that is all planned out for you. There's no stress to try to figure out things on your own. Our co-owners have gone before. They actually did what we do on a harder level. They've paved the way for us and developed a business plan. All we have to do is follow that for the majority for the majority of our journey. We have a plan to follow, but we can step out from that plan and give it life, give it our own personality, our own signature, our own creation. How cool is that? You can have it be a ministry. You can have it be something fun like a hobby. Whether you want to do this for a business or to have some extra income, to pay some bills, put gas in your car, help towards a wedding fund or a college fund, whether it's a hobby or a legit business for your financial planning for your future. That's the beauty of Magnabilities, is because it meets needs. Whatever your need is, whatever your why is, you can make that happen for $50. A business plan exists. Whether you want to do it as a hobby or push it to a full-time career, that's up to you. And that's up to you how hard you want to work your business. So my story was, I had thought about signing up to get the discount, but when I realized the platform that was presented before me, and my love for the jewelry, my love for the company, and all that it means to empower the lives of others. It's all about positivity and empowering someone else and to make a difference. That's a no-brainer, right? And it only costs $50. Hey, sign me up, right? So last summer, I decided to step past my fears, step past the comfort zone of the same monotonous thing every day. Break it, do something different. I signed up, so I'm a Maggie sister. So anyway, that's just my story. So thanks for taking time. You know, the person that sent you my video sent it because they thought there's something that might be of value, that there would be something that made sense or resonated with you. So go back to that person that was so kind and thought of you to send you my story, that maybe you could have a Magnability story too. So if you're hesitating, don't. Just jump out and do it anyway. Thank you for taking time to hear my story, my why, and I'm sure that you have a different why, or maybe yours is the same. Either way, Magnabilities is awesome, and you owe it to yourself to do something wonderful and amazing. Maybe it's to step out and do something, dare to dream a little bigger. Or maybe it's financial planning for your future like I'm trying to do. Or maybe it's just a hobby that you just love. It meets needs. And this world needs to know you. You have a voice. Let your voice shine. And come on and join us. We'd love to have you. Thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit, and I hope to see you soon.